Hey there, future math teacher. Welcome to Everything Teacher, your go-to hub for certification prep, classroom tips, and all things education. If you're here, you're probably gearing up for the ILTS Middle Grades Mathematics exam, Field 202, and maybe feeling a little overwhelmed by all the formulas, functions, and test specs thrown your way. Don't worry, you're in the right place. I'm Olivia, and I'm a teacher certification advisor with study.com. In this video, we're breaking down exactly what you need to know about the exam, from the structure and sub-areas to the key skills you'll be tested on, and even how to make your study plan smarter, not harder. This test is your ticket to teaching math to students in grades 5 through 8 in Illinois. It's meant to check whether you've got the math skills and the teaching know-how to survive and thrive in the middle school math trenches. You'll be facing 100 multiple choice questions in 3 hours and 15 minutes. The test is divided into 6 sub-areas. First up, core content, 14% of the exam. Then we've got fractions, ratios, and the number system, weighing in at 20%. Relations, functions, and algebra makes up the biggest chunk at 24%. Next is measurement and geometry, 14%. Probability and statistics also makes up 14%. And finally, disciplinary literacy in mathematics rounds things out with another 14%. This test isn't just about solving problems, it's about proving you can teach others to solve them too. And if that sounds a little intimidating, don't sweat it. We're here to walk you through the whole thing, one concept at a time. Now go grab a snack and let's keep this prep party going. Let's talk test mechanics, because knowing how the test works can be just as important as knowing what's on it. Taking the ILTS 202 exam means you'll have 3 hours and 15 minutes to complete the entire test, which breaks down to just under 2 minutes per question. Not all multiple choice questions are created equal. Some will ask you to choose the best answer from 4 options, while others might require interpreting mathematical models, analyzing student responses, or applying concepts to classroom scenarios. You may be asked to identify an error in reasoning, choose a correct mathematical justification, or select the most appropriate instructional strategy. To stay on track time-wise, here's a smart strategy. Budget your time in 30-minute chunks, aiming to complete roughly 25 questions every half hour. That gives you a steady pace and a little cushion at the end to review flagged questions. If you get stuck on a tricky one, mark it and move on. Don't let one problem hijack your whole rhythm. This isn't just a test of your math skills. It's a test of your strategy, focus, and endurance. But with the right prep and pacing, you've absolutely got this. Now let's talk about the types of questions you'll see, and what's really being scored. Out of the 100 multiple choice questions on the test, only 80 actually count toward your score. The other 20 are unscored and included by the test makers for research purposes. The kicker? There's no way to tell which ones are which. They're sprinkled throughout the exam looking completely legit, so don't waste precious time trying to play detective. Your best strategy is to treat every question like it matters. And don't be surprised if some of the questions feel like they were pulled straight from a student's workbook. That's on purpose. You're not just being tested on your ability to do the math, you're being tested on whether you can teach it clearly, effectively, and with confidence. To pass, you'll need to score at least 240 on a scaled score range of 100 to 300. That's the magic number. If you don't hit it the first time, you can retake the test after a 30-day waiting period. Just make sure to review your score report, adjust your study plan, and come back stronger. Alright, now that you know what to expect from the questions and how scoring works, let's shift gears and talk about test policies. First up, calculators. Yes, you can use one, but not just any calculator. You'll be provided with an on-screen scientific calculator during the exam. Make sure you're comfortable using the digital version before test day so it doesn't slow you down mid-question. As for reference materials, the test does provide you with a reference sheet. You'll also need to follow standard testing center rules. That means arriving early, bringing proper ID, leaving your phone and smartwatches behind, and being ready for a security check. Read through the test policies on the official ILTS website before exam day. That way, nothing catches you off guard. Now that we've covered the rules of the game, let's dive into the content, starting with Subarea 1, Core Content. This section focuses on broad mathematical understanding that cuts across all content areas. You'll be measured on your ability to reason mathematically, apply logic to solve problems, evaluate the validity of arguments, and use precise mathematical language. It's less about computation and more about how you think, including interpreting representations like graphs, tables, and diagrams. Next up is Subarea 2, Fractions, Ratios, and the Number System, which digs deep into the foundational number concepts that middle school students must master. This section measures your understanding of rational numbers, operations with fractions and decimals, the structure of the number system, and how ratios and proportional relationships work in both pure math and real-world contexts. You'll be expected to model and explain them in ways that make sense to students. Moving into the heart of middle school mathematics, Subarea 3, Relations, Functions, and Algebra. This is where abstract thinking, pattern recognition, and mathematical modeling come into play. In this section, you'll be tested on your ability to work with expressions, equations, and inequalities, analyze and interpret functions, and use algebraic reasoning to represent relationships between quantities. Now let's shift from equations and functions to the more visual and spatial side of math with Subarea 4, Measurement and Geometry. This section evaluates your understanding of geometric figures, properties of two and three-dimensional shapes, coordinate geometry, measurement systems, and geometric reasoning. But beyond just calculating, you'll need to demonstrate the ability to teach these concepts in a way that emphasizes understanding, not just rote memorization. Now, we enter the world of data and chance with Subarea 5, Probability and Statistics, which challenges you to interpret, represent, and draw conclusions from data, as well as reason through probabilistic scenarios. You'll be measured on your ability to read and create graphs, calculate measures of center and spread, understand data distributions, and apply probability models in real-life contexts. Finally, we arrive at Subarea 6, Disciplinary Literacy in Mathematics, which focuses not on solving problems, but on helping students understand, discuss, and communicate mathematical ideas clearly and effectively. This section measures your ability to support students in interpreting mathematical texts using precise vocabulary, constructing arguments, and critiquing the reasoning of others. All right, now that you know what you're up against, let's talk strategy, because preparation is where the magic happens. First things first, this is not the kind of test you want to wing. The ILTS 202 exam covers a lot of ground, and it's not just about solving problems. It's about knowing how to teach the thinking behind them. Study.com's ILTS Middle Grades Math Test Prep course is built specifically for this exam, and it's loaded with bite-sized video lessons, practice quizzes, and full-length practice tests to help you master every single domain. And the best part, over 92% of Study.com users pass their exams after using the course. So, if you want to walk into test day feeling ready and not rattled, make this course your study partner. Set a schedule, track your progress, and use those practice questions to pinpoint your weak spots before the exam does. Because the truth is, passing this test isn't just about math. It's about preparation, confidence, and the right tools. And Study.com has them all. And that's a wrap on your ILTS Middle Grades Math Exam overview. Remember, you've got what it takes to succeed. Whether you're reviewing tricky algebra, brushing up on data analysis, or practicing how to explain math like a teacher, every bit of effort gets you one step closer to the classroom. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Everything Teacher, and tap the bell so you don't miss our upcoming breakdowns, practice questions, and teaching tips. Thanks for watching, future educator. We're rooting for you every step of the way. You've got this.